Keeley, our contributor on the network. I want to bring in Alan Nuckman, who's joining us from Agora Financial. Alan, let's start with the broad market. A little bit of a pullback this morning, but after a huge run up off the lows, probably not surprising many, and we're really only down 50 bips again for the NASDAQ. Are you one of these guys looking for a NASDAQ fade, or are you looking for a Russell bounce to get things back to normal?
I'm looking for the rest of the market to play catch up to the NASDAQ. That's the headline, and we're actually positive in 2020 in tech after all that's been said and done, and we're not that far away from the all-time highs, less than 10%, and what do we have? I think 30% off the lows. So it's a very impressive momentum move, and I like the fact that we're back above 2,800 in the S&P. We've talked about that over and over again, and that was important to see that push above. Let's see if we get some follow through now.
Okay, so you're looking for a pickup for the non-tech companies to get in line with the tech companies.
Right.
The most egregious examples we've been talking about here on the show, Alan, all morning is the Russell 2000, of course. I mean,
right.
Do you have enough faith in the economic bounce back that you want to buy small caps?
I think from a risk-reward standpoint, it looks like some value, and that's the way I play the game. That's the way I trade. That's the way I take advantage of what the markets have to offer. So it's not always, having the leaders. It's sometimes taking advantage of the laggards. And if it doesn't, follow through from here, what's your risk if you're getting into some, I'm an options trader, number one. But if you're getting into that sector that has stalled, again, you're not getting in after it's had a very extended move.
Okay. So right now, Russell 2000 only down 1%. It's come up off the lows this morning. And we know
again,
that the NASDAQ has been your leader.
That's what I want to talk about, percentages, because we've got so accustomed to these big point moves that when we see a point move today, like the futures were down, 400, 500 in the Dow futures overnight, but it was only, less than 2%. So we've got to understand now that the market's bounced back, and we're above the halfway point of this drop from the top in the S&P. Now that the market's bounced back, these point moves, while they seem large as headlines, they're smaller percentages than what they were.
Yeah. Alan, you've got to trade. Let's talk some China stocks here. TENCENT Music, TME. Yeah, you looking for the bounce here? It's been a little bit slow to get up off the mat?
Exactly. So this is, again, a risk-reward play. So if we look at FXI, the China ETF, it rallied 10% in the last month, and it's down about 15% in the last 52 weeks. Compared to this stock, TME is stalled. It's been trading roughly between 10 and 14 now for the last 5 months, and this stock's down 40% in the last year. So again, a risk-reward play. I trade with options, and we know the strategy that we use each and every week, like we used last week in Nugget. So a small move in the underlying pays off big, whereas we saw maybe a 5% move in Nugget. We saw a 50% move in the option. So the option play here, again, stock substitution strategy. The July $9 call, the low end $0.10 is $9.22, so you have the right to be long lower than it's been. And have some time here. The July option has 3 months of time, 80 delta, so it's going to act like the stock, and look to see if we can get to that 12 midpoint in this range that we've been in here recently, and see if we can get a bottom base in place. I like what I see technically, and I also see money flow into this stock, so somebody else sees something as well.
Yeah, okay. So stock substitution, as you've been doing here, and looking for break even, not too far off, a little bit less.
50 cents away.
About half a buck. Okay.
Yep.
TENCENT Music, TME is a ticker. Alan Nuckman joining us from Agora Financial. Appreciate it, Alan. All right. Stay cool here in Chicago, Alan, all right? Because right now, it's still a little bit chilly. It was snowing this weekend until it turned sunny yesterday. All right. We'll be right back. We got plenty more Morning Trade Live ahead. We're going to talk some more about how to position in a market that has moved quickly up off the lows. Many were calling it a generational buy.